Good morning to all of you. In this class, I am going to start with another important topic of chapter Human Health and Diseases. In this topic, we are going to discuss about the common human diseases. Common human diseases, there are so many diseases caused by the bacteria, viruses, fungi and protozoans also. Now the bacteria, Salmonella typhi generally cause the typhoid, that is the bacteria. Rhinovirus is a virus which cause the common cold or generally attack the respiratory system, or Streptococcus pneumoniae generally infect the lung alveoli, but the rhinovirus only affect the respiratory tract, not the lung alveoli. So, and other than these, some ringworm also caused by the fungi. Trichoderma cause the many harmful effect on the skin. So जितने भी some of the skin disorders also caused by the fungi. Now first we discuss about the protozoan diseases, then we discuss about the bacterial or viral diseases. Now in the protozoan diseases, first protozoan disease, the protozoa which cause the malaria is Plasmodium. Protozoan. Genus is Plasmodium. Some of the species of Plasmodium find in many type of causing of many type of malaria. That means Vivax cause the falciparum, or malaria caused by Quercian malaria, falciparum, oval. These all type of malignant malaria, all type of malaria caused by the different species of Plasmodium. The Plasmodium falciparum cause the malaria. Quercian malaria. Plasmodium falciparum cause the malignant malaria. Cause malignant malaria. Now some of the other species like Plasmodium vivax and Plasmodium oval also found, or Plasmodium malaria also found in different type of malaria, causing in different type of malaria. Now these Plasmodium falciparum have complete their life cycle in two hosts. Complete their life cycle in two hosts. That means primary host is man, and secondary host is female Anopheles mosquito. So it's simply female Anopheles mosquito. So when the female Anopheles mosquito come in contact or suck the blood of human, they eventually transfer the spores of Plasmodium into the blood of or circulatory system of human being. Now because of the primary host, they cause disease in the human, so that's why the man is the primary host, or also said to be human is primary host. Now the secondary host is female Anopheles mosquito. They complete their life cycle in the female Anopheles mosquito. Now in the man, they reproduce by asexual method. Reproduction of Plasmodium in man is asexual type, whereas in female Anopheles mosquito, the reproduction type is simply sexual type. That means In asexual, there is no formation of gamete occur in the inside the different organ or blood circulatory system of man. But in case of female, there is formation of male and female gamete of these parasite plasmodium. Now, when they infect human, they form the sporozoites. So there are different type of different structure formed when they undergoes in different stages. They form different structures for the purpose of infection or for the causing infection in human. There is no so in case of female Anopheles mosquito, they store in the salivary gland, whereas when this female when suck any normal human, they transfer their saliva due to the because the saliva of mosquito contains antiheparin, that means anticoagulating substance that actually they dilute the blood present in the human, so that they easily suck the blood from the human, or due to this they drop their saliva into the blood circulatory system, into the blood of man, or due to this reason, due to the transfer of saliva, the sporozoites also get transferred into the blood circulatory system of human. Thus they actually transfer the mosquito considered as vector because of they transfer the parasite or spores of parasite into the blood, into the human. So that's why now let us discuss about the stages comes under the cycle of malaria, under the cycle of plasmodium, because the plasmodium also is a type of amoeba. They belongs to the sporozoa class, or due to their formation of sporozoites or the sporozoites type of spores in the mosquito. Now let us discuss how they transfer their spores in human. So here is the mosquito. Because we know the mouth of mosquito is pursing sucking type, and pursing or sucking type of mouth part. So when they bite the human, they eventually transfer the sporozoites in the blood circulatory system of human, because already the sporozoites present in the salivary gland of mosquito. The sporozoites present in the salivary gland of, for example, here is the salivary gland of mosquito. When the mosquito bite, female Anopheles mosquito bite human, they transfer their saliva in the human because the saliva consists of anticoagulating substance, or that makes blood to more dilute, so that they easily get that blood present in the human. Or when they transfer their saliva into the human body, finally the sporozoites also get transferred into the human circulatory system. Here is the sporozoites. This one is the sporozoites. Now in the sporozoites, they transfer, first they infect, when the sporozoites transfer into the blood circulatory system. They transfer into the liver cell of the human, where they undergoes into the multiplication division. Here is multiplication division done by the mosquito. Multiplication division done by the mosquito. Now due to the multiplication division, they increase their number inside the liver cell. When they infect the liver cell, they are known as cryptozoites. Or these cryptozoites release inside the blood after the multiplication, these are known as metacryptomerozoites. Release of metacryptomerozoites. Metacryptomerozoites. These metacryptomerozoites release in the blood and they convert into the macro metacryptomerozoites. Converted into the micro metacryptomerozoites. और here is macro metacryptomerozoites. Macro metacryptomerozoites. So these are the stages of same parasite. When they infect the different cell, they undergoes in the certain modification. Due to the certain modification, they are known by the different name. Now these metacryptomerozoites finally infect the RBCs. These infect the RBCs. When they infect, when the micro metacryptomerozoites infect the RBCs, finally when they release from the liver cell, they convert it into the metacryptomerozoites and they undergoes in differentiation to form the micro metacryptomerozoites and macro metacryptomerozoites. Now these micro metacryptomerozoites then infect the RBC cell. When they infect the RBC cell, they again undergoes in the certain modification, that is formation of amoeboidal stage inside the RBC cell. Now inside the RBC they undergoes in the certain modification. Here is the RBC cell and they form the amoeboidal stage. Now here is the amoeboidal stage which is present inside the RBC. Due to this amoeboidal stage, they degenerate the components of RBCs to form the hemozoids. That hemozoids are toxic elements that create the toxicity in the human being. Now, when after the formation of amoeboidal stage or after the formation of these amoeboidal stage, they form some crystal-like arrangement. These are known as Suchnet dot. Also said to be they are converted into the hemozoid. Now, hemozoid formed by the parasite, amoeboidal stage. Amoeboidal stage. Now the hemozoid, amoeboidal stage get formed. There is also formation of signet ring form after the amoeboidal stage. There is also formation of signet ring form structure inside the RBC, inside the RBC, inside the RBC. Signet ring form. So after the formation of signet ring form, finally the Soufflet dot form. Finally the Soufflet dot form, or where the after the formation of Soufflet dot, again the hemozoin get formed, or these hemozoins are toxic elements. Then the toxic element get releases in the blood circulatory system, or they cause the toxication. The also said to be, this period is known as incubation period, or because of release of hemozoins. Because of the release of hemozoins in the blood circulatory system, the few symptoms of malaria arises in human, that is shivering or fever or vomiting. So the person vomit, there is pain also occur in the stomach, and fever, high temperature, all these occur due to the release of hemozoin in the blood circulatory system. In the blood circulatory system. So release of hemozoin when the release of hemozoin takes place in the blood circulatory system, so that the hemozoin cause or initiate the symptoms of malaria. That symptoms are fever, vomiting, high fever is the condition, or is the symptoms of the malaria. Now after symptoms of malaria, after this amoeboidal stage, or after the formation of Soufflet dot, they are converted into the gametocytes. They are converted finally, or how the hemozoin release, they converted into the gametocyte, and after the rupturing of RBCs, the hemozoin get released, or after the release of hemozoin into the blood, finally these symptoms that arises after the release of hemozoin in the blood. So here is the RBC, or these hemozoin get releases, RBC get ruptured, or due to the rupturing of RBC, these gametocytes releases from the RBCs. So these are the gametocytes releases, and the hemozoin also get releases from the RBC, ruptured RBC. Now these gametocytes present or transfer or move towards the skin region, so that they complete their sexual phase or sexual reproduction in mosquito. When the mosquito comes for the sucking of blood, comes for their food, or also said to be when they suck the blood that infected human, the different stages of or gametocytes get transferred inside the lumen of mosquito, or they complete their different stages inside the lumen of mosquito. They complete their sexual phase of reproduction inside the mosquito. Now these are the gametocytes, Now these gametocytes eventually transfer into present beneath the skins. Beneath the skin, when any mosquito, any other mosquito come for their food, or come for the blood, or suck the blood from the human, they again transfer their saliva from the salivary gland for diluting the blood, because the blood of mosquito have the anticoagulating substance, or due to this they suck the blood from the blood get diluted due to the release of anticoagulating substance from the saliva of the mosquito, or thus they get the blood or suck the blood from the human, or due to the sucking of blood the gametocytes get transferred into the lumen of the mosquito. So here is the lumen of mosquito. Lumen of mosquito. If we draw the lumen of discuss the stages inside the lumen of mosquito. So there are the gametocytes. When transferred into the lumen of mosquito, they cause disease in. They do not. They complete their life cycle inside the mosquito, or the sexual phase inside the mosquito. So here is the gametocyte. Finally the gametocyte get transferred in. So here is the lumen of mosquito. So, if we talk about the sexual reproduction in mosquito. So, when the mosquito bite human, the gametes or gametocyte transfer into the lumen of mosquito. Into the lumen of mosquito. So here is the salivary gland, and here is the gut, or this one is lumen. Now this one here is gut wall. No. Salivary gland. So when the mosquito bite human, after sucking of blood, the gametocyte get transferred into the lumen of mosquito. When the gametocyte transfer into the lumen of mosquito, the gametocyte undergoes in evagination or exvagination. Gametocyte. Now, gametocyte undergoes in evagination or exvagination. After the evagination or exvagination, there is formation of two types of spores, that is ookinetes, or male, also said to be male and female gamete. Here this male gamete, there is formation of male and female gamete. After the formation of male and female gamete, the male and female gamete transfer into the lumen wall, or they form ookinetes. Ookinetes. There will be formation of ookinetes. Now these ookinetes then undergoes in differentiation to form the sporozoites. Thousands of sporozoites formed by the multiplication division. That is the sexual reproduction which takes place inside the body of female Anopheles mosquito. Now they stored into the salivary gland, or when they when this infected mosquito bite any other human or man, these sporozoites get transferred into the blood circulatory system of human. So these are sporozoites. Now these sporozoites get transferred into the salivary gland of mosquito. When this mosquito or female Anopheles mosquito bite any other human or any other man, eventually the sporocytes which are stored inside the salivary gland get transferred into the blood circulatory system of man. So overall, these development which takes place inside the lumen of the mosquito, known as sexual reproduction, whereas in case of man, when they bite in human, the sporozoids get transferred inside the blood circulatory system of man. So here is man, where the sexual reproduction takes place. Here is the sexual reproduction takes place. Asexual reproduction takes place. Now the first incubation period is after the infection to the release of sporozoites or cryptomerozoid in the blood circulatory system is known as first incubation period. And in the second incubation period, there is formation of gametocyte where the hemozoin release, and they also initiate the symptoms of malaria. Now in the sexual reproduction, the sporozoite or gametocyte undergoes in the invagination or evagination process to form male and female gamete. There is fusion of male and female gamete takes place inside the lumen wall or inside the lumen of mosquito to form the ookinets. Now ookinets undergoes in differentiation to form sporozoids. These sporozoids stored in the salivary gland for the further development after when these infected mosquito cut any human or bite any human, they transfer their saliva into the human, or due to the transfer of saliva with the saliva, these sporozoids also get transferred into the blood circulatory system of human, where they infect into the liver cell to form the undergoes in the multiplication division to form several number of cryptozoids. Now cryptozoids release into the blood circulatory system or differentiate to form the metacryptomerozoids or micrometacryptomerozoids. These micrometacryptomerozoids infect the RBCs to form the amoeboidal stage. From amoeboidal stage to convert into the signet ring form, then Suffnet dot, or from the Suffnet dot there is formation of hemozoins inside the blood cells. When the RBCs get ruptured, finally the hemozoins get releases in the blood circulatory system that create the toxicity, also initiate the malarial symptoms, that is fever, vomiting, wriggling also. Now all these symptoms get arises due to the cause of malaria. Due to the cause of malaria or the toxic elements which is formed in the human blood circulatory system or released in the human blood circulatory system is hemozoin, which is formed by the plasmodium. So there are several stages of plasmodium which generally found in the man blood circulatory system or liver or inside the female Anopheles mosquito. These are the for example gametocytes, ookinets, sporozoids. It is also in man cryptozoids, metacryptomerozoids, micrometacryptomerozoids and macrometacryptomerozoids, amoeboidal stage, ring form or Suffnet dot. All these structures formed due to the infection or due to the modification of the sporozoids inside the blood circulatory system. And here is also the ookinets undergoes in differentiation to form the sporozoids. Now this sporozoids is the infective agent for the human, for the man, whereas for female Anopheles mosquito, gametocyte is the infective agent for the female Anopheles mosquito, because they infect the gametocyte infect the female Anopheles mosquito, whereas in human or man is infected by the sporozoite. So here is the overall discussion about the malarial parasite Plasmodium vivax over falciparum cause the malignant malaria, whereas the quashion and malariae also caused by the different species. So I hope you like this video. Keep listening and watching me.